Good day, guys. Um, you're welcome to Graphic College, and today I'll be showing you how to create this very simple design I made. It's very simple, just your image, your text, and this call to action, and the shape here. So I'll be showing us quickly as we go. So this is the one I've made. So the first thing you do is you get your white screen. Okay, then the next thing is to get your image, which I want to use for this design. Okay, then it's loading because I have lots of files on my phone, so that's why it's delaying, but in a few seconds it should be done. um, and that is it. So I'll go over to select my image quickly so that would be done with this in no time. Then you can be able to replicate. All right, here is my image. Now I don't want to crop it out because I want the whole thing to display on the design. So I'll just click OK and I'll adjust it to fill the screen. Okay, then I move it to this side of the screen. All right, okay, so now I'll lock it up. Okay, so that I won't be able to move it again. Now the next thing is to blend this other white part to this image so that they look like one. Okay, so the first thing I'll be doing is, since the edges of this image are very dark in color, so I'll just make this one black. So I'll come to my background here and change the color to black. Then you see it's almost looking blended, but you can still see a line here. So the next thing to do is to create a shape to cover up all this. Okay, so I'll come here and create a shape. Then since this is where I want to fill the line, I'll create a shape to fill up the line. Then I will not, still on the shape interface, I'll go to color, I'll click gradient, then I'll click the plus sign. Okay, now I'll press this side to turn it, make it horizontal instead of here, which is originally vertical. I'll make it horizontal like this. Then I'll click on this and I'll touch this color to make it completely black. Okay, this is the one I swipe to make it completely black. And I click OK. Then I click this next one, I click on this, and this third one here, I make it completely transparent. This one will make it transparent. Okay, so I click OK. Now on this place you see that nothing is showing, there's no color here. Why there are colors here? So what I'll do is to make this black color come to this point and this come to this point. So I'll use this button here. So I'll click on this and it has switched. I click OK. Now look, you still see that there are lines, you still see that line. So what I'll do is I'll hold this place and keep adjusting it until I'll not be able to see the line again. Okay, I'll click OK first. I'll click OK first. Then I'll start adjusting this until I don't see that line again. And this is it. Now I'll lock it up. So now you can see that the line is no more visible. It's now looking like the tiger was on this black background. So the next thing is to include my shape, my text. But before then, I would like to create my grid so that I'll know how to align my text. I want to use left alignment because my image is on the right. So I'll click on the grid. I always tell you that whenever you're designing, allow some little spaces at the edges of your design. Okay, it's called the bleed area. So I click on this and this is the one I want to use. Then I move it this way. Okay, and I'm okay with this adjustment, this size here. Okay, so the next thing is to start imputing my text. Now the center focus of my text is tiger. So I'll click on this and I'll type tiger. I'll type tiger because that is my center focus. So I'm going to increase it so that it becomes very visible. Then I change the color. I'll use gold color for this gold color. Okay, then I'll change the font. The font I use is the Trajan bold font. Okay, that is a serif font. Trajan bold, you see Trajan Pro. Okay, Trajan Pro. I click on it and I'll click OK, and I align it so that it will touch the left, this where this my grid is. That is how to work with alignment. Then I still reduce the size a bit so that it doesn't cover my image completely. then I bring it down, I move it down a bit. Yes, okay. So now I'll lock it up. Then the next thing is to write all other complementary texts. Remember, this is the center focus, tiger. So all other complementary text will not be carrying the same color and size as this. Even if they carry the same color, it will not be the same size as this. So the next one is the calmness. Do not mistake the calmness of a. Okay, so I'll just use this to adjust it this way. Okay, and I bring it here. Then I change the font. I want to use white color for it for proper contrasts. Then I change the font to a Montserrat font. Okay, Montserrat bold or Montserrat semi bold or medium. Okay, let me look for semi bold. Montserrat bold. Okay, semi bold. Yeah. Okay, so I'll reduce the size a bit so that it wouldn't steal away the focus that I've placed on tiger, the word tiger. So I'll just adjust this too. So I fit it in here and I'll lock it up. So the next thing I'll do is, since the other text I want to write is still going to carry the same font, okay, and size, remember, do not use more than 2 or 3 fonts in a design. So I'll just copy it so that I wouldn't have to be going over to look for the font again. So I'll just align it here and edit it. Okay, so once I edit it, do not mistake the calmness of a tiger for cowardice. Okay, so I just click OK and I put it here. All right, so once I put it here, I lock it up. Now if I remove this grid, you will see that all my texts are on this exact line, so they don't fall off place. All right, it will look neat and presentable. So the next thing is to include my shape where I will put my call to action. So I create a shape, I reduce the width or the height, sorry. Then I extend the width to cover the whole screen. Then I'll change the color to brown. I picked the color from this lion. Okay, so this is what I'll do. I click plus. I click this speaker tool here. I touch the tiger and I select this bright brown color here. I click OK and OK. So this is how I came about the brown color. Then next thing, I lock it up. Then I go over to introduce my call to action. That is, I want people to be aware of my Facebook or social media handle. So this is what I'm going to do. It's part of advertising my brand. Amazing Graphics is my brand. So I'm trying to advertise my brand with a simple motivational design. Okay, so I'll bring in my Facebook. I click OK. I change the color to white for better contrast. Okay, so I change the color to white and I reduce the size so small so that it will accommodate the box there can accommodate it. So I'll put it in to fit well at the center. Okay, and that is good there. Then I'll lock it up. Then next is I'll introduce my Instagram. Okay, I want to introduce all of them before I would put my final texts. Okay, so my Instagram, I want to introduce the Instagram icon. Okay, I'm almost there, and this is it here. So Instagram icon, I'll click OK and I'll change it to white for better contrast. Sorry, white for better contrast. Then I also reduce the size a lot. That is so small so that it would enter in that shape. So this is it. Then now I'll introduce my text. Okay, my brand name or my social media name is For Facebook and Instagram, they are alike. So uh, I'll just write the text OD underscore. Okay, OD Kechuku is that for Facebook. Okay, so I click OK and I bring it down here and I'll reduce the size so that it doesn't look out of place. Okay, let me use 30. Okay, let me use 30 and I'll make it bold. I just scroll over here to style. I click style and I click B here. This icon B means bold. So it's bold now, and I'll copy it because it is similar to what I have on my Instagram. The only difference is on Instagram there is an underscore there. So underscore Ikechukwu. So that is that. And now I'll lock them up. Then lastly, I'm introducing my brand identity. That is my brand logo. Okay, I'm introducing my brand logo, which is the last thing we have to, or the last thing on the design. Okay, so okay, this is the logo and I click OK. Now I will reintroduce my grid so that I'll be able to fix that design. Also on that part, I'll change the color to white for better contrast, and then I'll reduce the size, and then I would make, sorry about that, then I'll just reduce the size and align it. Okay, so now this is the design you have here. Very simple, right? I'd love to see yours and get back to you. Thank you.